Are you thinking of selling your home? Well, today I'm going to tell you what to do and what not to do. So stay tuned for my top home selling tips and tricks. Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Nathan Barnes with the Barnes Home Sales team at Keller Williams Realty Bothell. Today I'm talking about my top tips and tricks when selling your home. But first, I want to apologize for my absence from YouTube. You see, I started this channel a little over a year ago with the promise of creating new content every week. And I did really well at that for about a month and a half. Then, sadly, I got busy with work and helping my kids do school from home during the pandemic, and long story short, I haven't made a video in over a year. Well, that's all changing with this video. I'm back, and I'm going to try to produce valuable content for you on a regular basis. So, without further ado, let's jump right into my top tips and tricks when selling your home. Okay, so I'm going to go over some of the top do's and don'ts about selling your home. So first off, let's start with 4 don'ts. These are 4 mistakes you absolutely do not want to make. Number 1, don't let your emotions take over. Look, we all realize, or hopefully we should all realize, that selling a house, it's kind of a big deal. It's generally speaking the largest financial transaction of a person's life. And it's natural to feel a lot of different emotions as you go through the process. Maybe you've lived in the house for 20 or 30 years. Maybe you're selling for a reason that's less than ideal, and that stirs up a lot of emotion. One of the single best things you can do for yourself is to start detaching yourself emotionally from the house as soon as possible. You want to mentally move on and picture yourself in your new home, even if you may not have found that home yet. Remember, your house is a product that you are trying to sell. Start by removing any personal photos or memorabilia from the walls and shelves. You want your house to be as generic as possible, so it will be easy for any potential buyer to picture themselves living there. Number 2, don't set an unrealistic price. One of the most important aspects of selling a home is setting the correct list price. Look, everyone wants to get the most money possible for selling their house. I mean, who wouldn't want to? But if you set the price too high, no matter how well prepared your house is, it's likely going to sit on the market for much longer, have fewer showings, and end up netting you less money than if you priced it right from the start. So do yourself a favor and listen to your real estate broker. They want you to sell your house for as much as possible, just as much as you do. And they have the experience to help you set the right price to achieve all of your goals. Okay, number 3, don't hide major problems. Just be honest about your house. Don't try and hide or cover up any major problems from prospective buyers. Aside from the legal trouble that you can get yourself into for not fully disclosing any known problems with the house, you also could severely hinder your ability to sell the house in a timely manner. If you have an accepted offer and something major turns up in the inspection, that could possibly delay or even derail the entire transaction. So if you know there are major issues with the house, try to address them before you list the house. Now, if cost is an issue and you simply can't afford to fix the problem, just make sure you fully disclose it to all prospective buyers and price the house accordingly. Also, if you list your house with me, as a Keller Williams ready-to-sell certified broker, I can offer you access to our program that can help with many repairs with no upfront costs to you at all. I'm going to go ahead and put a link so you can reach out to me if you'd like more information about our Ready to Sell program. That'll be down in the comments of this video. Number 4, don't wait until the last minute. There are numerous documents that you will need to have in hand before you can list and sell your house. Don't wait until the last minute to get all your ducks in a row, especially when it comes to the seller disclosure statement. The sooner you have all the paperwork taken care of, the sooner you can focus on preparing the house to sell. Now, Speaking of preparing your house to sell, so here are some things you absolutely should do when you're getting your house ready to sell. So number 5, do make minor repairs. If you've lived in your home for a long time, or even if you haven't, you may have learned to live with some squeaky hinges or broken railings. Don't skip these simple fixes. Home buyers will be turned off by these things, and it's a lot cheaper to fix them yourself than to have to negotiate with the buyer during the deal. Number 6, do make cosmetic improvements. You want to take a look at your house through the eyes of a buyer. Pretend you're touring your house as a buyer. Buyers will be the first to notice simple things like worn out carpeting and scuffed walls. A little bit of paint, a little bit of carpet cleaning, and maybe even a pressure wash to the driveway goes a long way towards making your house ready to sell. Number 7, do stage your home. Especially right now, during this pandemic, many buyers are checking you out virtually. It's even more important than ever that your home looks bright and modern. It may be worth it to have an expert stager or even a friend who has a great eye come in and update your decor. You'd be surprised what a few minor changes to your decor can do to improve how well your house sells. Number 8, do film a video walkthrough. Video typically gets more views online than photos alone. So especially as virtual home buying becomes increasingly popular, your home will get more views and interaction if you have a video walkthrough. So make sure and ask your real estate broker if they offer video walkthroughs as part of their listing package. Video is definitely a compelling way to add value to your listing. Now, for my last 2 tips. Number 9, pick the winning offer based on its terms. What do I mean? Well, so hopefully, if you and your real estate broker have done everything right, you'll find yourself reviewing multiple offers. Now, while there is, of course, no guarantee that you will receive multiple offers, if you do, you need to have a game plan in place to review them all carefully and decide which one you're going to accept. This is another time to make sure and set your emotions to the side and make your decision based solely on the merits of the offer. Maybe you're looking for just the highest price. Maybe you need to move quickly, so the offer that can close the soonest is the most important to you. Whatever factors you consider, just make sure you don't ever choose an offer based on something that could potentially be a violation of fair housing laws. Now, if you don't know what I mean by that, I'll put a link down in the description so that you can understand your obligations as a seller. The last thing you want to do when selling your house is to end up in court. Now, this brings me to my last tip. Number 10, hire a qualified real estate broker. There are so many ways that a real estate transaction can go sideways. By hiring a professional that deals with real estate full-time and understands all the steps of the process, you can potentially save yourself from a real headache. A good realtor is going to work with you through the entire process and make sure you understand what is going on every step of the way, and hopefully alleviate as much stress from you as possible. I hope you found this information valuable. Please make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the little bell next to it so you get notified every time I post a new video. I'm going to do my best to be more consistent about posting new content, so keep an eye out for that and let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video or any topics you would like me to cover in future videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.